All right, so today it's going to be Golf Club Nostalgia. Don't worry, I'm going to start the game in a minute. Um, but the intro starts right away, and I didn't want to be talking over the intro sequence. Now, you might be disappointed. Like, oh, why not Terraria? I mean, maybe you're excited. Point is, that channel's not Terraria channel. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that was concerned about people thinking I'm only going to upload Terraria. I mean, is that even a concern? Was I even concerned? I don't know. My point is, I'm uploading other content, and I'm actually recording some Terraria videos later. All right, let's just get into it. Golf Club Wasteland. Maybe this is the first time you're on my channel. I'm excited to play this. I bought a bunch of games which were on sale. I also wanted to try out Sea of Stars, but I don't know. I sort of felt like playing this game. And I might be one of those YouTubers who you might listen to, and you're like, bro, shut the fuck up and start the game. But the thing is, this isn't a tutorial. This is an hour-long video, okay? How big is the commitment? All right, this is the starting sequence, okay, but I asked the AI recently how to make. I didn't ask it how to make my videos choppier. I sort of asked it what platforms could I share shorts on to get more traffic. Because my main content should be pure, but my shorts, they can be, I don't know, clicky. They're still true to the content. I think I actually wrote down some things where I said, hey, this is important for me in my shorts. And I said they should be engaging, interesting, but they should stay true to the content. And my content, that should stay pure, serene. Anyways, I'll see what editing I do on this. I edited Terraria episode 16. I wasn't too happy with it, though. I'm not a huge fan of too much editing. And yeah, this is an interesting game, and I mean, I won't shut up now. This is my YouTube video. If you don't like my voice, you might go watch something else. But 9 minutes already. It says 9 minutes. I guess I had to open that. Okay, let me open the game, and I hope the video software picks it up. And I'll be quiet for the intro sequence. Okay, I can see it on my screen. The video software, doesn't now. Okay. So a nice little intro. If you have epilepsy, I don't know, I guess this video could be an issue for you. Yeah, you do you. If you need to be careful with this, be careful. So this game had some interesting reviews. Let me just, I mean, I don't know. Does it make a difference if I have my recording software open? I mean, I guess I can see what happens. Yeah, you can see I'm not really focused. Let me just fucking close this. Okay, you might not hear audio. It is no audio right now, so it doesn't matter. Oh, but what if I, nah, that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, this and this. Okay. Oh, why does it there already something finished there? Oh, I might have recorded that from earlier. Or actually, it might just not be a finished video. It doesn't matter. Sorry. Let me just double check the video is actually running. It is. Okay. No worries. Okay, so Golf Club Nostalgia. This had some good reviews. I felt it was interesting. I don't know if this exactly... I know. You know what? I felt my channel is there to explore interesting vibes. As a person, I'm interested in different energies, different interdimensional things, which maybe sounds crazy, but for me is like an experiential thing, even without drugs. So I felt this had an interesting vibe, to put it like this. I felt it had an interesting vibe, which I would like to explore, and even though it's a little bit more dark, and I think after watching it, I also got, I mean, there are a lot of things to that. Either way, this is interesting, and I want to check it out. So let's start the game. Welcome to Wasteland. I ran to the restricted area where the taxi ship landed. Okay, so we landed somewhere. I hope you cannot hear echo, by the way, because I didn't feel like wearing fucking headphones.
For the soul, with a bit of that old world flavor. You're tuned to Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Breathe easy, kick back.
I just turned down my own.
My hand explaining me this project called humanity.
Okay, so there's some radio station. You know, I'm not sure if the people on this planet are still alive or not. Okay, so press and drag the left mouse button to aim. And release to take the shot. Oh, interesting. They have advanced golf technology. Well, I cannot even see where I'm shooting, you know. If you don't know where you're going, just slam right in. That was my old football strategy when I played football as a kid. Just punt the ball to the front. Now, granted, I wasn't like the greatest football player. That wasn't bad, but you know, for a kid. Alright, see, that was a good strat.
The signs are fake and the maps are false, but we must.
I mean, it is a good strat. Imagine you're a bunch of rich people that fucking escape to Mars, and then you can go to Earth to fucking play. But look how many plants survived, dude. I wonder if any other humans survived. I mean, a bunch of toxic shit though. Oh, is this putting? Oh, no. Okay, I see. Okay, so by going up, I can sort of... I hope it doesn't bounce. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Alright, let me try. Well, okay. I'll pretend like I'm surprised. I was hoping I get to control the jetpack. I love how he's bald, you know, it just I don't know, it just kind of fits the rich guy going to Earth to play golf with.
I know we won't get lost. Oh no, wait. Take my hand.
Okay, press right mouse button to drag.
Don't let go. The signs are fake.
There's a cow over here. It looks a little bit radio. I mean, I know for sure my microphone's picking up on the background. Oh, fuck it. I don't like wearing headphones. But then again, if I did wear headphones, I don't know. I'm already fucking started recording. So let's fucking play this game. So. Oh! Oh, that was close. That was probably loud. That was close. That had hole in one potential though. Alright, let me fucking do this. Ah. That was close. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, nice. Went in. I mean, this looks like the tutorial, to be honest. Outskirts of Alphaville. It became my habit to watch them play from behind the fence. Who's them? Are we them? Are we the people watching? Oh, what is Alphaville? Let's give the jam a moment. It does look like they're humans. Maybe that's the guy that was talking. I mean, yeah, they said the guy from behind the fence, so maybe that's the guy. So there are people watching. Interesting.
Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Wow, what a way to start the show. Anna Churchin would take my hand, her sublime take on our wonderful project called Humanity. Beautiful. Plenty more to come into Soul's show, a show packed with stories and music to remind ourselves of where we are and how far we've come. Our first caller for the show calls it like it is, and was a hard-hitting look back at the last days on Earth from the perspective of a shrewd businessman and loving father. Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
I worked in oil, brokering gasoline to be exact. It's a strange business, probably not like you would actually imagine it to be. My day started something like this. I check Reuters and my sheets, see if there's been a change in the fundamentals, see if the spread's up or down. And then when the clock strikes go, I'm on the phone. I could be calling some commercial shop in Bumble, Kansas, where little old Sue loves to know how my daughter's doing. Or I could be trying to get into the head of a powerful Russian who knows the world wants his phone number. That's when the psychology kicks in, and I go to work. If they pick up the phone, they're mine. That's the game. I started when I was 29, 30. My boss was a coked-up, perma-tanned moron who was wasted by lunch. More money than sense. Screaming at waiters because, you don't drink gin out of a glass like that. And Caesar salad is supposed to have 8 pieces. 8 pieces of chicken, you stunted fool. Stunted fool was his favorite insult. This coming from a guy who was 5 foot and nothing. That was pretty much my life. 24/7. I traveled a lot. Meeting clients all over the world. The Amazon, the Gulf, Siberia, Central Asia, the States, Singapore, everywhere. Looking back, I can't claim that I ever would recommend that life, nor can I claim that I was ever really happy doing it. But it was fun. I mean, talk about your share of moments. There was this one girl, some strange mix of Algiers and Paris, with some sprinkle of Havana. A dancer, naturally. So pretty. She'd turn a priest's head or give a nun a... Sometimes I wonder what happened to her. But we all had the same feeling. This can't last.
Happy I took
And sure
story.
enough, we were right. First, you couldn't drink the water. Then you couldn't eat the crops. And pretty soon, we wouldn't be able to breathe in air. I remember looking at Emmy and wondering what kind of a future would she have. So I decided to do something about it. The Mars project was Plan B for planet Earth, which was most evidently... The family and I had already put down roots in Tesla City by the time the great catastrophe really hit. The corporation knew my contacts in the world of drilling and refining would be useful. So I adapted my skills to something more practical.
Ah, shit.
Now we are all that keeps this little planet running. Mining those Martian chemicals for the battery banks. Martian cement for the buildings. My pure little Emma has a future. When somebody sits down and writes this all up for the history books, it might just be men like me they'll be hailing as heroes.
I really hoped it would bounce off.
Men like me who saved humanity.
Shit.
Men like me who took us further than we ever dreamt
I'm
possible.
not surprised. Earth went down.
Radio
With,
nostalgia from Mars.
This is the level of
Stuff.
competence we're dealing with on
Reminds us
this
that all
world.
kinds made it up here to Mars, but we're all in it together
Alright.
now. And remain creatures of the world.
Yeah, look at that. That's in the right direction.
You're tight beam to Radio Nostalgia from
I'm not
Mars.
skipping, bitch.
Music for
Get
the
the
lost
fuck out of
days
here.
of Earth.
I'm actually trying, I swear. But I thought the radio was interesting. It's unclear to me. So it seemed to be like, I'm not sure if this broadcast is from Earth. And I think I remember reading it from Mars. Hey, look at that. Man, they have good jams. Burn bridges. Once they spotted me and tried to hunt me down. be honest, I don't even know what populist food is. Alright, I don't see anyone though. So if they are hiding someone, I can't tell. Alright, so this is one of those where you just fucking whack. Hey. Yeah, I'm getting a better feel for Can I do this? Can I like aim while not looking? Okay, no. Ah shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my goodness. At least you have nice music, guys, right? We're not watching this for the talented gameplay. Is it impossible? I don't know. Oh, it looks like I'm pretty fucked. Is it because it's sand? Oh well. I'm not doing enough though. I'm not giving up. I think we need to get on that rock. Ah, oh wait, I can go on. Wait, can I go on this? Oh, shit. Imagine we had to try and get this on par. That'll be hilarious. Alright, this guy giving up. Come on. I hope he didn't come with the expectations of being a good player. I am going to be an amazing player on there. I am going to get all in one after. I mean, let's be honest. Fucking, you're real so rich, you're going to like an apocalyptic Earth, radioactive to play golf. You're the type of guy that's gonna come back like, hey, no, I got a whole in one after another. All right, I'm not gonna get up there. Maybe. Ah. Oh, I'm not skipping. I'll be weak. Okay, this is a good position. That's nice. All right, guys. See, don't give up. You might take forever. You might still be horrible, but at least you made it.
You're home away from home. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Creatures of the world, now that Attracted takes us back. Stefan Milenkovic, pining for blue skies, past musing on the games we play. Just a reminder that until further notice, there is a moratorium on all team leaders playing card and board games with their teams, following an incident over a game of Monopoly in Section C. All senior section team leaders will convene for emergency counseling and anger management courses. Until then, there'll be no intersectional board game tournaments and no games with groups larger than 4 people at a time per team. In the interim, teams are encouraged to take advantage of the half-ration special on OMAS, the delicious relaxing drink that takes the edge off of everything. Our next caller, Yamil, takes us into her world of food, smells, sensuality, blue skies, and sings us a personal song to
No
remember.
one knows the way. I guess they thought I was.
Mémoire, le bon vieux temps, source originale, fable authentique, espoir, inspiration, drame, musique, radio nostalgie de Mars.
I have nightmares. I'm happy to be alive, but I knew many who deserved to live more than I did. But this is a radio program about nostalgia, not guilt. I've been nostalgic since I was 20, when I left Havana. In Europe, I felt different. Each country has a smell. Mars doesn't. Where I come from, the smell of the ocean, mango, bananas, coconut, mama's food, ropa vieja, de la abuelita, el con gris, la yuca con mojito, the most beautiful sun of Malecon, the smell of my street when the rain falls, all of that make me into the person I am. So when I left, I grew stronger. I experienced the world, but forever stayed incomplete. So now I'm double nostalgic. We were full of life, laughing on warm nights under blue sky, touching each other. The air filled with the smell of sweat from dancing with Orquesta Aragon playing from an apartment. Now, the only way I can
Those
feel
could be
this
fingerprints.
scent is by singing.
Over here.
¿Cómo fue?
Lucky.
No sé
That's
decirte.
definitely. I don't know what this is. Iowa.
¿Cómo fue? No sé explicarme qué pasó, pero de ti me enamoré. Fue una luz que iluminó todo mi ser.
I apologize for the echo.
Tu risa como
I know why he cares.
manantial lleno mi vida de
Buy the game if you
quietud.
don't like the echo.
Fueron
What
tus
you-
ojos o tu boca, fueron tus manos o tu voz.
Oh, that was a good one.
Fue a lo mejor
Oh, thank
la
God.
impaciencia
Okay.
de tanto esperar tu llegada, mas no sé.
That's the strat
No
right
sé
there.
decirte cómo fue. No sé explicarme qué pasó. Pero de ti me enamoré.
Slušajte Radio Nostalgiju sa Marsa.
Thank you, Yamil. What a wonderful story. Reminds us that life is about so much more than just base survival. Well, living in space has always been challenging, and here's a song that pokes a little fun at living in cramped quarters. Needs no introduction. Argue all you want. It's a classic.
Take a moment, relax, and remember with Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
A Russian and an American work together in space. A very different sight from the Cold War arms race, whether Kubrick or Tarkovsky, Solaris or 2001, Melville or Dostoevsky,
Oh, I need to call.
Yassin or Jack London, two astronauts argued about art, values and international relations. Two astronauts argued. Америка убила иракцев, убила Че, Аленда и Ламунду. Она убила корейцев и вьетнамцев, распространяя.
That guy's questioning right now
Don't get
why he
me
was
started on
chosen.
Stalin
Like, why did I
and
survive?
Suffer under Tsars, my friend. Your
Oh, that's
history
right.
is long. You also inflicted
I paid him.
scars. Two astronauts argued about art, values and international relations. Two astronauts argued. They speak in two tongues.
Let me turn off the music real quick. I'll make it that you cannot hear my audio, and I'll turn up the game audio a bit.
On their spacewalks. The светит солнце, свет Бога. И как прекрасна голубая земля. Говорится, гей из Роскосмоса. Indeed, surge, my friend, with hope on our mind, on a mission for mankind. Two astronauts argued about art. That is an international relation. Two astronauts argued. Two astronauts argued about art. That is an international relation. Two astronauts argued.
Muzika iz starih dobrih dana. Radio nostalgija sa Marsa.
Anna Church in there, and arguably the first interplanetary hit, Two Astronauts, an anthem to the Great Evacuation, and certainly one of our most popular requests. Speaking of requests, please follow Habitat Protocols for sanitation.
Alright,
Liquids other than bottled
back.
in the main bin.
I would just let the music play for a little
If
bit.
you don't like it, but all water is recycled,
And
so pee into the funnel installed.
I
next to
got
it.
some headphones. This is like the most whack episode ever. But I was like, I can't. The echo is gonna be too strong, and I want to fucking
First
hear this
official
jam.
little Martian to the colony,
And
our next caller, Sophia, tells us what it's like to be a new mother.
so now we should solve this show.
Radio or changer from Mars.
That's cute.
I'm so happy we moved to Mars. It was a project I funded from the very beginning. I knew it had potential and I trusted the amazing team working on it. As angel investors, my husband and I got early placements in the Ark ship. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to
Oh, wow.
further human survival in our solar system. Speaking of the human project, I have some exciting news. Just a week ago, we welcomed our baby boy into the world.
It's gonna land in the middle,
Words
isn't it?
cannot express how overjoyed we are at welcoming little Maxim.
Ah, no.
Putting him to bed reminds me of my parents. From our window here in Tesla City, we can see the Earth, tiny enough to fit in Maxim's hand.
Oh, no.
It pains me that my
Oh,
child
no.
might never experience the beauty of my home in the Hamptons. The nature, coastline, the old lighthouse, and the food, the houses of our friends, our evening parties, full of life compared to this barren, rugged terrain. I send my little Martian to sleep with a lullaby my mother sang for me. Thanks to these songs, I'm able to retain, at least on a rudimentary level, my mother tongue. She sang like this.
That made up for all the shitty shots.
Noć ticho spušta na grad sa nebeskih svodova. Noć se tiho spušta na grad sa nebeskih svodova.
Radio or changer from Mars. Not really.
Thank you, Sophia, for that uplifting news and beautiful song. Life always finds a way. Just as precious as a new life is the water that sustains it. You may have noticed that it doesn't rain here on Mars, so another friendly reminder that showers are strictly limited to 30 seconds each, with no exceptions. Corporate is looking into extending this time frame, but is meeting resistance from Section BC, who want lab rat urine to be excluded from the water recycling program, which would actually reduce allocated shower times to 27 seconds. Want to say in this? Join our sectional weekly meetings and vote while sipping on a relaxing tube of OMAS. Feels good, as it should.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Yeah, it looks like a end of Earth party happened on the ship for sure. Suitcases. Maybe people hoping to escape.
A diver's breath in a deep blue sea. Bubbles like your thoughts of me. Make up sex on a summer's day. Like an airplane on a runaway.
Sounds like the radio dude.
Melts like ice cream in the sun. And doesn't fool anyone. Like a desperate man taking his chance. Quick as the kiss at your first dance. Keep your eyes open and don't you blink. You'll miss the boat before it sinks. Slide passes quickly, life bursts like a bomb. Like a child in the morning, will soon be gone. So hold it close and don't waste your breath. The time will come when nothing is left. 'Cause time passes
I wonder how many
quickly.
episodes will take to finish this game. That's not what it's about. The music is really nice. I'm not talking just because I'm enjoying the music, really. I mean, I don't know. You always watch it when it's for the fucking gameplay. Might be for this level of gameplay. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. I'm just feeling the jam, which is so good. And that's why I'm fucking this is why I'm playing so horribly. It's just to set a contrast to the beautiful music.
Like spaceship birth around the sun. Like a tiger's breath in a deep blue sea. Passes like your thoughts of me. Make up sex on summer's day. Like an airplane on a runway.
I should have turned off the ability to see the cursor.
Ice cream in the sun. Doesn't fool anyone. Like a desperate man taking his chance. Quick as the kiss at your first dance. Keep your eyes open and don't you
I'll be back in a
blink.
second.
You'll miss the boat.
Alright, I'm back. Don't see the cursor.
Slide passes quickly.
Sorry if you're feeling that song, but I guess you didn't lose too much. Nice. Alright, most difficult part. It's over.
Passes quickly.
I hope you don't have to restart if it goes long.
You're home away from home. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Life passes quickly indeed. Another blast.
This is
on
such a
the past,
DIY video.
reminding us to
Like,
savor each
changing the headphones to the, but that's his old channel.
Speaking of
right?
savoring
That's-
things, the Health and Wellbeing Department would like us to remind you that the popping and fizzing noise your dried food makes when you're adding water is perfectly normal and does not mean it has gone off or is contaminated.
Yeah, sure they tell you that.
The Health and Wellbeing Department would also like to take this moment to remind you to take your bone density pills twice a week now, as it was discovered the original dose is off by a factor of 2. Right, on with the show. Music and dancing have always been a mainstay of stress relief and letting go.
Oh, that bound. That would have bounced.
Kolanova recalls her teenage clubbing days with vivid memories of awkward first kisses and a life-altering club experience invoking a philosophical epiphany.
Stories, memories, The good old days. Original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia from Mars.
So, when I was a kid in Vienna, in high school, we used to learn all the German poets, like Best Friends, Goethe and Schiller.
Of course, dude.
The first poet that actually spoke to me was Heinrich Heine. I knew a couple of Heine's poems by heart that are now buried somewhere deep in my mind. But one passage about burning books stuck with me. Yes, even till today. So, just to fast forward to college, just a couple of years before the Great Catastrophe, I was walking around Berlin with a group of friends coming from a house party. Phew, I still remember that apartment smelling of potatoes. Yes, because we always made pommes and drank schnapps before heading out. Yeah. And after that, I remember passing by Alexanderplatz on that very, very hot night. And next to me was a guy I liked. We kissed before, but I can't say I really remember that. Probably from all the drinking, or maybe he was just a bad kisser. But I can still feel this sticky, sweaty, and very ambivalent feeling of us holding hands. Yeah, anyways, we popped some pills and entered our techno church that, well...
She sounds like she has a French accent.
I visited more often than
But she has a good German pronunciation.
And I remember the beat in my chest and all these young bodies moving in this industrial space. I used to love dancing and counting beats in techno songs, but one song was very strange. It just went repetition, 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 and then this female vocal would creep out of nowhere. And then suddenly I felt very dizzy, so I sat on the ground and held my knees closely to my chest. It was some sort of like protective instinct. I was like an animal. And I felt cold sweat dripping down my neck. Ugh. And I'm sure my guy thought I was completely crazy. And then out of nowhere, the Heine lines clearly came to me. I sat there motionless, surrounded by the ugly, hypnotic, delirious atmosphere. And no effort to recall Heine's lines. They were just there, planted in my head. Wilde, düstere Zeiten dröhnen heran und der Prophet, der eine neue Apokalypse schreiben wollte, musste ganz neue Bestien erfinden. Und zwar so erschreckliche, dass die älteren johannischen Tiersymbole dagegen nur sanfte Täubchen und Amoretten wären. Die Götter verhüllen ihr Antlitz aus Mitleid mit den Menschenkindern, ihren langjährigen Pfleglingen und vielleicht zugleich auch aus Besorgnis über das eigene Schicksal. And yeah, 2 years later, I ended up here, on Mars.
I really tried focusing on that.
That does bring back memories of university days.
But the
and
quote was
sweaty
basically
love
about
nights. Earthly hedonism at its finest.
What's the right word in English?
For the record, corporate does not endorse or advocate the use of psychedelic drugs, and reminds you, dear listeners, that Class A drugs are just as illegal
Different
here
horror
on
poem
Mars as they were
English
on
word.
Earth.
Basically,
Okay, disclaimer out of the way. We
I
actually have a surprise
was
for
only
you. We tracked down
half
that
able
song
to
in your head and dug
hear
it out
all
of
of
the
it. but
archives for all to hear.
I would say it's about
Grab
the
a
coming of an
mess
apocalypse
and enjoy
and
the ride while sipping
certain
on
people
pure
needing to
calm.
come
The
up
deepest
with new
tunes, the warmest memories,
with new beasts
radio
and
nostalgia from Mars.
maybe bad guys would be a word for it, for this new apocalypse. I'm not sure. Some sort of daunting something bad's coming feeling from the poem. I do speak native German, so but I wasn't able to catch it all. diary entry. Yeah, that dude on the fence was almost there. I mean, it's another country. I'd be surprised if you made it that far. But here I am. So many lonely, guilt-ridden years have passed. But the thing about it, I don't want to go back to Mars. All my dead friends are here. My memories, home. I'm more alone among the survivors than here. I'm so important, they should let the hero of the Mars colony go back home and die peacefully. So it seems like our guy is the guy that made it happen. That's his diary. And now he's lonely. And that is some sort of hero on Mars. I don't feel techno as much. Then again, I also don't have a good feel for my strokes, so who am I to judge? Alright, this is a whole one. Like a direct, it's gonna land directly in it. Like directly it's gonna plop into it. Like plop. It's gonna directly land, it's gonna be direct. Oh! No, okay, it was close. That was a bit too exciting. Alright, quick. Next song. Hey, see, I'm getting at it. The Coffee Fit. Starvation and epidemics. Well, okay, just 2 radioactive cows. Pineapple pizza. This is America. 3 radioactive cows. I wonder how long it has been since everything went to shit. Alright, so where's the flag? All the way over there. Probably, if I hit it too hard, I mean, maybe I can get it on the car. That seems ambitious. Oh, I cannot get my cursor far enough or it goes off the screen. God damn it. Oh, that's... Okay, I can do this one. Yeah. Oh, this is all sand, isn't it? Probably better going back. Am I gonna make it over there in one hit? Nah. But getting it on the car, that's pretty tricky. I'd rather get over it. Ah, god damn it. I was trying to avoid precisely that. Ah, well, that worked. Alright, fair enough. The quicker to get it on the car, probably, yeah. Alright, forget it. Alright, a chip in. This is in Wii, this would be a chip in on the Wii game. Ah, god damn it.
You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Well, what can I say?
Next hole,
No
last
wonder that
hole.
song got into her head. But
Then
with
the
help
video
of some
ends.
friends, she pulled through.
We were without food and the water make us sick.
Another thing that can get into your head is living conditions here on Mars. Life up here on Mars can get a bit overwhelming at times, so along with the soothing OMAS drink, no stress, no fuss, it bears mentioning that wellness counseling is mandatory for all team members, regardless of rank or tenure. The wellness sessions are completely confidential and anonymous, but do remember that all conversations are monitored and recorded for security reasons, and you must have your ID badge and sectional access pass visible at all times. Okay, time for another story. Our last caller for today's
there's a guy.
is Francesco, who tells a haunting tale of his last days on Earth as the great catastrophe kicked into high gear.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia.
Cow ate it. So these radioactive
It
cows.
was an extremely humid summer. My
There is a
parents
guy.
would not let me out
People did
because of
survive.
the floods in Italy. My father
Crazy
went
mutants.
outside. He was working in the greenhouse on the vineyard, and my mother was a doctor. She read Italian fairy tales to me. I was very small, but I remember many days when our neighbors would gather at our house and make plans. It rained heavily at night. They would only say to me, "Powerful people want to take my great-great-grandfather's land." But one image stuck in my memory. It was daybreak. I woke up and I could faintly hear in the dark, "Oh, Gorizia, tu sei maledetta." Only later I understood the history behind this song. Outside I saw men and women, my father and mother, rifles in their hands. My father was crying and singing. I was at the door of the house. My mother turned, smiled at me, but it was a mysterious, confident smile. "Cara moglie, che tu non mi senti, raccomando ai compagni vicini di tenermi da conto i bambini, che io muoio col suo nome nel cuore." Of course, I had no idea where they were buried. Traditori, signori ufficiali, che la guerra l'avete voluta, scannatori di carne venduta e rovina della gioventù. 12 years later, the Mars mission. In a way, the people who killed my parents found me in Italy and recruited me. Saved me, you can say. It is ironic, no? My parents fought for freedom. I cannot say I'm free here on Mars. They took my semen this morning for the population increase program. Here, on Mars, often in the middle of the night, I hear my parents sing. "Oh, Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che sente coscienza. Dolorosa ci fu la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu. Oh, Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni
sente coscienza dolorosa ci fu la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Alright, everyone. I really like this game. I think it's quite beautiful. The apocalyptic part is very interesting, but also it's through the radio station you sort of get a beautiful look into the other cultures, and yeah, it's really beautiful. Like I really found myself tearing up slightly. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I apologize for any for the unplanned changing headphones, changing this, changing cursor, but I'll have it figured out by next episode. Alright, everyone, have a good one, and I'll let the music